Hello, my friends. It's Jory with the Blissful Knowing, numerologist, intuitive counselor, and transformational coach, here to be your intuitive guide today on this blessed day. Why is it a blessed day? Because we have worked beyond Mercury retrograde, one of the more intense retrogrades we've had, at least for the people that I've been speaking with. And it was an opportunity for me to take a little bit of time off to reflect, so I haven't been here for a while. Mercury can affect our communication and our technology, so live streams and retrograde don't tend to go that well together. So now that we have had Mercury station direct yesterday, I am back, happy to be here to talk about May's energies, which are looking so lovely in comparison to the intensity that we had in April. We had so much going on astrologically in April, and we had some lovely numbers, but because of Mercury retrograde, it kind of canceled out a lot of the more positive sides of the numerology that we had for April. Hi guys, so good to see you. Yay, everybody's here. So good to see you. Let's get a pom-pom for all the people. I always feel like after retrograde, we're all coming out of the woodwork again to get chatty again, because Mercury is the chatty planet, but when it is in retrograde, it's an opportunity for us to go inward and to reflect, and a lot of past things come up for us to look at from a different perspective, to comb through, to revise, to see where we might want to shift things going forward. Sometimes we need to look backwards before we can go forward again. So a retrograde is not a scary thing. It's a necessary thing. It's an ebb and flow. It's a contraction before the expansion. It's a time to look in so that when we come back out, we reemerge back out into the world, we've had some shifts in perception. We have explored things from new perspectives, and so we've shifted our consciousness, and when you shift your consciousness, your externals reflect that new shift. And that's really the basis of the work I do, is to help you to shift your consciousness, whether it's to help you get to know yourself on a better level and operate from that place of self-love, self-appreciation, self-awareness, or to look at something that you feel is challenging in a different light so that it can really dissolve before your eyes. Because again, our external is just a reflection of what's going on internally. Hey, Mickey, it is so good to see you. I love when people come back that I haven't seen for a while. It's such a beautiful soul family reunion. Yay, who else wants to say hi? I love it. I don't want to get too distracted, but I love reading the comments from people that I haven't seen in a while. So let me review a little bit about April, just to kind of get you guys up to speed in case you also felt it was challenging. For me, it was challenging because I just felt like communicating was almost walking through tar, and I am a natural communicator. I was communicating with my friends, but just certain communications just felt very stuck. And there were things that were delays around mail. Mail can be a thing. Technology is a really big thing that a lot of people I talk to were having problems with. For instance, I set up a whole bunch of things, typed in a whole bunch of things online, and then uploaded everything, and then it was something that I was trying to start up, and it just my account got completely deactivated. Fortunately, with retrograde, I knew to have everything like a backup copy of everything. So all the text that I had uploaded, I already had saved. So even though it all disappeared on the one thing, I still had it. That's the beauty of knowing we're in retrograde. You can prepare. But a lot of people had issues with computers, with technology equipment, with recordings, deleting or not uploading. And I was like, I'm not going to go live during that time. I don't think I could have even made a sentence. I was doing a lot of my own internal work, reflecting and resting and rejuvenating. So we had, in the beginning of April, two very powerful eclipses. We had a south node eclipse in Libra and a north node eclipse in Aries. The Libra eclipse was challenging for a lot of people because it was about letting go of sometimes specifically of relationships or of unhealthy dynamics in relationships. And between the two eclipses was pretty stressful for a lot of people. Then we had the Aries eclipse, which is the north node, which is where we're headed collectively. And the Aries is about the self. So a lot of people felt much more rejuvenated after the Aries eclipse. They felt like a new beginning, which is what a solar eclipse can give us. So that was wonderful. But all of this happening during retrograde, eclipses being such powerful, eclipses are powerful marks on the timeline. They can bring a birth of a baby, they can bring a breakup, they can bring big life events, and they have very lasting effects, like 6 months, sometimes 6 months afterward. So it's something that you might not really see its effects right away, but you can feel things getting stirring up within you sometimes. Hi, Michelle. So we had the two eclipses, and this is during retrograde, which started April 1st. Then we had the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which was incredibly powerful, and we are probably just now starting to feel some of that, which Jupiter is the planet of expansion and good luck and abundance, and Uranus is the planet of breakups and shakeups and chaos and excitement and change and freedom and awakening. And so Uranus is like 5 energy, can just bring this lightning bolt of changing everything and shaking things up, which can give you a great breakthrough. And it's an opportunity for all of us to just sort of wake up and make a quantum leap, which is exciting. But during retrograde, it's kind of funky because retrograde is asking us to not go forward, it's asking us to go backwards. And so any forward momentum that we wanted, we probably felt halted or stuck. And then we had a Scorpio moon recently, earlier this last week. What day is today? No, earlier this week. And Scorpio moon is something I'm very familiar with because that's my natal moon, but it brings up very deeply buried fears and traumas, and so that we can heal them and transform. And so people who are not used to that kind of work, it's a lot of purging. I barely felt it. And again, it depends where it hits you, because it was at 4 degrees of Scorpio. I don't have planets or angles really around 4 degrees that would be affected by that. That would be in hard aspect, it's called. But I know some people that had, personal planets that were squaring that moon, and it was very intense for them. Anyway, I am the bearer of good news, my friends. I am here with good news, I promise. I'm just reviewing a little bit of what we went through. So as far as the astrology is shifting, it's going to be beautiful. I will go there in a minute. But as far as the numerology in April, it was a 4-month and a 3-month. 4-month because April is the 4th month of the year. 3-month because we are in an 8-year, 2024. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. You add that to April's 4 and you get 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. That's how we do it in numerology. We reduce to a single digit. So the energies of April were 4 and 3. For me, that's a combination of staying balanced, which has been a theme all year for us, especially since we have the Libra and Aries nodal axis being activated in the astrology, which is the self versus others. Libra is the scales of justice, about balance. It's an 8-year, and to me, that's about balancing the spiritual world with the material world. I've talked about that in earlier live streams. Now I totally lost my thought. Oh, 4 and 3. So 4 wants to get things done. It wants to lay foundations. It wants to get organized, and it wants to make a plan and start building. It's a builder. It wants to put one brick down at a time. 3 energy wants to relax. It's an easygoing vibration. It's creative. However, it's a very communicative energy. And so that's where it got tricky, because 3 wants to socialize and communicate, and Mercury retrograde is saying, yeah, no, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to just go inward. We're going to block communications. So that's tricky. And then where the 4 energy wants to build and lay a foundation and get things done and check things off of its list, make a plan, set things in motion. And the Aries energy, didn't even bring that up, that we had in April, wants to start things and go forward. And Mercury retrograde is saying, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. So Aries is going, come on, I'm pushing. And then Mercury retrograde is going, yeah, we're going to pull you back. And then the 4 energy goes, let's make a plan and let's take action. And then Mercury retrograde goes, yeah, no, we're going to actually make you feel stuck, which 4 can often feel stuck in a rut in a box. And not only are you going to feel stuck from moving forward, but we're going to take you backwards. Hi, Rondell. Yay. So this could have been experienced as a very frustrating energy because it was so push-pull with these energies wanting to go forward. Aries is the most thrusting forward. It's ruled by Mars. It's passionate. It's ambitious. It's driven. It wants to go forward. It wants to start things. It's the first sign of the zodiac. It's like one energy. It wants to start. It wants to initiate. It's a cardinal sign. It wants to initiate action. And Mercury retrograde is like, yeah, no, we're not going to. We're going to make you not only sit here in time out and not go forward, but we're going to make you go backwards. So that with the eclipses uprooting things, and then this Jupiter Uranus conjunction, which can again bring out of the blue shocks and surprises, change of direction, a lot happening, my friends. Oh my God. So as the bearer of good news, the bringer of good news that I prefer to be, I'm here to tell you things are calming down in a way, because we are moving into more 4 energy that does want to ground us, but they're also opening up and breaking through because we're moving into May's energy of 5. So May's energies are 5 and 4. But before I talk about that, I want to tell you, maybe you saw my post, the astrology is shifting for the better. I forgot to mention that Mars, the planet that rules Aries, Mars, the planet of action, ambition, passion, was and still is for a couple more days in the sign of Pisces, which is the last sign of the zodiac. So it's wrapping things up, and it's very nebulous. It's very misty. It doesn't have a straight path because it's like everything and everywhere. It's like the ocean. So it's really hard to take direction, but just to have that direct focus ambition in one linear path that the 4 and the Aries want to take, when it's like kind of just a mist of melty goo. It's like I can't blaze a trail, was Aries is the trailblazer, in like melted marshmallow goo. That's what I'm seeing right now. It's like, can we just like snowplow down and carve out a path in sticky marshmallow goo? No. In fact, that goo might spring us backwards a little bit because it's kind of elasticy. So the good news is the further we go back, then when we are finally let out of the gate, which is what I felt yesterday when Mercury went direct, like we were horses that were just let out of the gate again, we can really thrust forward, especially with this 5 energy and this 4 energy coming up in May. So astrology wise, Mars, the planet that rules Aries, the planet of action and ambition and passion and drive, is moving into Aries, its home sign, where it operates smoothly because it's aligned with the right energy harmoniously on April 30th. So this should feel more like a new beginning because that Aries that wants the new beginning has its planet of Mars behind the wheel. We also have Venus, the planet of love and money and values and pleasure and beauty, in the sign of Aries right now, where Venus is about relationships, Aries is about the self. And that is moving into its home sign of Taurus on April 29th. So Mars and Venus, these are relationship planets too, they are going to be operating from their home planets. Their home planets are going to be in the planets are going to be in their signs, in their home signs. So this is a very, very, very positive thing. It means things are going to be more in working order. Uh-oh, am I frozen? Okay. Did I freeze, guys? That was weird. I'm like, don't have any more glitches. We had enough of those. So we've got Mars and Venus that are going to be working in harmony with their home planets. Taurus season wants to ground things and stabilize things and really build things, which goes perfectly with the 4 energy that we're going to be working with in May. We have a Jupiter-Sun conjunction coming up. I believe we have a Jupiter-Venus conjunction coming up. So it's very lovely. It's calm. It's more settled in that way compared to 2 eclipses in retrograde and a Scorpio moon in April. As far as the numerology goes, so we've got 4 and 5, which is an interesting combination, but I think it can bring us some good balance. So when we have 5 energy, like I said, it's very much like Uranus energy. It is sort of a chaotic breaking up, shake up and break up excitement. It's like a bubbling over. I see it as the 5-pointed star that just shoots out in all directions because it wants to expand. So whereas 4 energy wants to stay safe in the box, it's safety, security, stability. It wants to stay safe in those 4 corners, 4 walls. It's got a smooth, solid foundation. That 5 energy goes, I want to break out, break down these walls and just go for it. I want to take a risk. I want to open up to possibilities and opportunities. I'm curious about things. I want to see what's out there. I want to explore the world. And I think normally a lot of times we struggle in the 5 energy because it feels so unsettling because it's restless. But I think because we have the 4 energy this month in combination during this particular May season, it's going to stabilize some of that out of like very dynamic energy. Because 4 is like, I'm a smooth, solid foundation. And 5 is like, I am up and down and all over roller coaster like crazy. But it's giving us an opportunity to expand, but still do it in a more reserved, safe container. The 5 expansion within the 4 stable foundation. So it's like having those roots, those solid roots planted, that foundation planted from the 4, feet on solid ground, establishing like the tree would, and then branching out, then expanding those branches out. And that's very beautiful because if you are expanding from a place of not having proper grounding, it's not going to last. It's going to be a house of cards. It's going to tip over. If you try to plant a seed not deep enough in the ground, the wind's going to blow and it's going to destabilize. However, if the seed is properly planted deep enough into the ground, that's those 4 roots that we're getting the 4 energy, then once those roots create that foundation underground, it can sprout up and really expand outward. So I love this combination. I think it's going to give us a really great opportunity to expand while also not taking risks in the way that we're going to regret later. I think it's giving us enough open-minded, but enough practical sense to make more grounded choices instead of high-risk choices. That 4 is about practicality and stability and security. It goes along with Taurus energy. But that 5 says, I want to have fun. I want to experience new excitement and curiosity. And it's also a highly sensual energy, which Taurus is too. So when we combine, and this happens every May, trust me, this is my birthday month, May 6th, I'm turning 50. Oh my God. So this is a very sensual and passionate combination. Very, very sensual, passionate combination. 5 energy says, I want to, like, life is yum. I have a group called Life is Yum for this reason. 5 is like, I'm here to juice all the joy and fun and deliciousness out of life. And so is Taurus. And so the first 20 so days of May, things can taste yummier. Things can look more colorful and beautiful, especially Taurus is the most earth connected sign. Nature to me is a Venus rule about beauty. I take so many pictures of my backyard, as you guys probably know, because it's like every day, I just feel like it's more beautiful every day, especially in Taurus season. It's like, oh my gosh, look at those colors. Look at nature's palette. Look at nature's abundance. So it can be a really yummy time, especially with Venus in Taurus. Venus, the planet of pleasure, can be a really yummy time, but it can also be a time to create that stability and expansion. If you have been feeling, especially with the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, which is saying, let's break things up and expand and get us on a higher timeline, on a new path that's more aligned with our higher selves. Uranus is the planet of the higher self. This is a wonderful time to get those roots in the ground and to really, maybe your roots are already in the ground, and really expand outward. We're going to have more 5 energy in June. So we've got 2 months of expansion energy. And in June, we're also going to have that grounded counterpart of 6 energy. 4 and 6 are both very grounded energies. So I like this. I think it's the best of both worlds. It is safety with expansion. It is fun with responsible, practical mentality. It's like, I'm not going to eat all the things. I'm just going to eat some of the things, and they're going to be so yummy, but I'm going to be smart about it. I'm not going to go, oh my God, I have a stomach ache. What did I do? I'm going to go, I ate just enough to enjoy and still feel okay. That's how I'm seeing it. So kind of like dipping your toe in the water, but a little more than dipping, or maybe just making sure that the water is shark free before you go in. And then just really living it up once you're in there. Or like getting in the container and you know that you're safe. You're in a safe environment, you're being held safe, and then having a great time. Just not doing anything too crazy. We'll see. We will see how it goes, my friends. We will report back, I'm sure. So let me pull some cards. I think that covers what I wanted to say about the numbers. It's a time to be excited. 5 is very excited. It's a catalyst energy. It is going to rev things up. It's a pom-pom shaker. And they're showing me this analogy because I also think of this as Jupiter and Saturn, but they're saying use the Jupiter and Saturn analogy. So 5 would say this tire needs air. We need to expand the tire, filling it up with air. And the 4 energy says, okay, but not too much or it's going to blow the tire. That's what we're working with. 5 and 4. Something else just came to my mind, and I don't know if they're going to give it back to me. But I'm going to pull cards and I'll tell you a little bit about my Mother's Day offerings too. And then if it comes back to me, great. Okay, so we're going to do 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing, my Blissful Knowing deck that I created. I created all 3 of the decks we're using. What we have, what we want, what we need, and what we get. They're telling me 5 is entrepreneurship and 4 is management, so good for expanding a business. We're going to do, from my Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards, our blessing to remember. There's allowing. And we're going to do our challenge to embrace from my Love is Everywhere Hearts in Nature cards. Can't see that heart. Remember, all 3 of my decks are available to digitally download right now this second on Deckable.com. Deckable app. I'm sorry, you can use the Deckable app, but you can go to Deckable.com and download them and then download the app, or you can just shop directly from the Deckable app. For those, you just type in my name, Jory, and you should be able to find all 3 decks. So for Mother's Day, you guys, I have a 45-minute special. Usually only do my intuitive private sessions in 30-minute and 60-minute and 90 minutes. So we've got a 45-minute special, and it's a build your own package. So you can add an extra 30 minutes onto that. And so that's an hour and 15 minutes. Or you can add a Reiki session, 15, 30, or 45-minute Reiki session onto your package, your Mother's Day package, and that's discounted. You can add a discounted 2024 personal year forecast, and you can also add a house vibration chart, or you can add a personalized numerology reading. So lots of options for Mother's Day promotions. I also have some gorgeous, gorgeous jewelry pieces that have been discounted as well. I have the stunning Larimar is one of my favorite stones ever, Goddess Pendant. Larimar is seriously incredible. It looks like the ocean. No, you're not going to get a good zoom in there. Not going to get a good zoom in there. And this gorgeous turquoise pendant. And Morganite, which is the planet. I'm so used to saying planet. The stone of self-love, or calling in love, or healing grief. Can you guys see that? I don't know why it's not showing up. And it's a beautiful pink. And then I have this aqua praise heart and a ruby in kyanite, which looks way better in person. because it's not getting the proper lighting that it deserves. Also, before I go to the cards, I just wanted to say that I have these 2 meditation wands that are not listed on my site. I can sell them individually or as a set, and this is lepidolite. These are orgons, so they're amplified because of the crystal and the metal being encapsulated in the resin. Lepidolite is great for soothing anxiety, very, very calming energy. And selenite is gorgeous and it's perfect for clearing your energy. So this would be a calm and clear set. You hold both of these and you just feel the activation while you breathe deeply. I use my meditation wands before I do a live stream, before I do a session. I use the black tourmaline and the amethyst for psychic insights. So selenite's also great for angelic communication. So if anyone's interested in these 2 as a set or individually, just let me know. I can try to comment below if I get it listed, but I don't have these 2 listed. Just letting you know. Okay, so 4 cards from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance. Super excited to hear what the cards have to say. And then 1 card from the Zen Blossoms for our blessing to remember, and 1 card from the Love is Everywhere for a challenge to embrace. Feel like I'm back in action, guys. I'm so excited. I have not done this in a long time. So theblissfulknowing.com is where you find the Mother's Day special and the jewelry. I will try to link everything below. And there are all other things I offer on the website as well, of course. But an intuitive session is such a wonderful time to look and see what May's energies are about for you, what 2024 is about for you, to tap into what your higher self and your guides have to say, to connect with non-physical loved ones, to look at your astrology and your numerology. We do it all, guys. Sometimes we pull cards if guided, but we do it all. And it's extremely uplifting and clarifying and shifting and catalyzing. I absolutely love private sessions. And I've been having some really powerful Reiki sessions lately. So if you're interested in doing remote Reiki, you just lay there. We don't even talk. I just send you a message that I'm starting, and I send you a message when I'm done, and hopefully you pass out. You feel the sparkalicious golden healing light. You sleep great. You feel great the next day. We clear some things out of your system that need to go. It's very, very powerful. So that is available also on theblissfulknowing.com. And as I said, it's an add-on you can put with the Mother's Day package that's discounted. Okay, what we have, want, need, and get. Yay, Doran. Hello, hello. Hi, Lisa. Okay, what we have, want, need, and get from the Blissful Knowing Inner Guidance cards, which are available on theblissfulknowing.com as well. Here we go. What we have. Oh, people. I need to do a dance because it's good. It's really good. Okay. Are you curious? Because it's good. Okay? It's really good. What we have. Unlimited abundance. Yes, we do. Can I get an amen? Can I get a pom-pom? Woo! Can I get some hearts? Unlimited abundance is what we have. We always have this. We always, always have this. It is always flowing. Everything exists here and now. It's all accessible. It's all available to us right here and now. The question is, are we stepping on the hose that's always flowing? That's the question. With this 5 energy, we want to have the breakthrough. The 4 energy wants to hold on tight. It wants safety and security. The 5 is saying, can you loosen your grip? Can you loosen your grip a little bit and allow the valve to open so that things can flow? Because 5 is about going with the flow. All right. What are we going to do? We're going to read it. Unlimited abundance is what we have. There is no lack in the universe. Everything you need is available to you, and you are either allowing it to flow or blocking it with limited thinking. Redefine abundance as the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it, and notice how abundant you truly are. Do you have the ability to do what you need to do right now in this moment? That's the question. You probably do. Remember that abundance comes in many forms. When you recognize and appreciate all of the blessings you have, you open the door to the wealth of wonderful things that are waiting for you. They're waiting for you. The wealth of wonderful things is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to open up. That 5 says, open up. Don't hold tight. The 4 is like the 4 of Pentacles in tarot. It's like holding on to everything. It's so tight, close to his chest. It's afraid it's going to lose it. 5 says, let it open your hand if you want to receive. Open your fist. And when I look outside at these lemons, you know I feel so abundant because nature is so abundant that I actually have my landscaper trim the lemon trees as much as he can every year because it's too many lemons. You guys, did you not see my post? I had over 8 laundry baskets of lemons and I still have probably another laundry basket worth on the trees right now. It's too many. Nature is abundant. Nature is like, here you go, here you go, here you go, more, 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 grow, grow, expand, 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 grow, more, more, more. We're the ones that are like, no, there's not enough. Oh, there's enough. There's so much that I am like handing lemons to. I literally walk into Pilates class with laundry baskets and a Post-it note taped to the laundry basket that said free lemons. I'm like, here you go, guys, please take these off my hands. Here you go. And it's my favorite thing because I wanted to plant enough where I could do that for my neighbors and my friends and say, here, look at how abundant nature is. Take what you want. Take what you need. Take. Nature's here to give. But we have to know that we are worthy of receiving. We have to open ourselves up. Open up. Don't go to the ocean with a teaspoon. Look at how vast the ocean is. So we have unlimited abundance available to us. Are we tapping in? Are we feeling worthy of receiving? Are we trusting in life to provide and support and love us unconditionally? Do we understand that abundance is our birthright? That we are worthy just because we exist? Saying we do because we have this. Yay, Jasmine's here. She's loving my example of abundance. And you know, that's bringing up my other example that I always talk about with nature and abundance is you can count the amount of seeds in one apple, but you can never count the amount of apples that one seed will produce. Probably have 500 lemons, you guys. And if I hadn't trimmed my lemon trees last year a ton, I'd probably have 1,000 lemons. You have to understand, they're surrounded by roses with thorns. The lemon trees have thorns. They're 25 feet tall. It is very tricky for me to access these lemons. And if they all fall down, then my yard's going to look like a ball pit and all the rats are going to come and have a really fun party, which they might already be doing at night. Sometimes I hear rustling, not going to lie. But I have this 10-foot pole and I still can't reach them all. Crazy, crazy things. Fortunately, my neighbors are very impressive with ladders and other things. So we got a lot of them harvested. So we have unlimited abundance. And how can you ask for anything more? Because abundance is, we're not just talking about money. It's, I'm rich in love. I'm rich in connection. I'm rich in knowing who I am. I'm rich in beautiful surroundings. I'm rich in air. Start there. We have an abundance of air to breathe. Okay. Appreciating what we have is how we stay in the appreciation mode. When you stay in appreciation mode, you're on the frequency of attracting more things to appreciate. Priscilla's like, why didn't you like give me a little more of a platform to bounce off of today? There we go. Because we didn't have time. All right, so what we want. I just want to say, I'm smiling in case Facebook wants to be nice and give me a thumbnail of me smiling instead of looking like a freak. Okay, that was my ego. So what we want, very interesting, physical well-being. We're getting the dark green cards today. We want physical well-being. Now, this card for me is about all is well. We want things to go well, especially if we had some road bumps in April with all the shakeups of the eclipses and all the backwards movement of the retrograde. We just want things to be stable and feel good and feel expansive and feel like they're moving in the right direction. So we want some calm, peace, and excitement and fun, and less of the sluggish, stuck, not just spinning our wheels, but it was like going backwards and spinning wheels. It was just stuck feeling. So we want physical well-being. Now, of course, I'm going to read the card. It is about literal physical well-being, but I want you to know that this card, most often for me, represents all is well. We want everything in our physical reality to feel aligned and harmonious and well. So we can't deny that, whether you're having physical challenges or not. Your body is made up of trillions of cells, each with its own divine intelligence. Trust your body to do what it needs to in order to bring itself back into balance. You can assist this process by taking deep breaths and by keeping your focus on the things that bring you joy. Your body wants you to know that it appreciates your efforts to stay calm and relaxed. Relaxing allows the body to align with its natural state of well-being. I will say that the 4 energy of May is often about health because it's about foundations. So having a foundation of health. So you may be wanting to eat a little bit healthier. Again, with the 5 energy and the Taurus, it's kind of like all bets are off. You're going to want to eat all the yummy things. But 4 is about like a health routine, being more disciplined in general. So physical well-being, I am offering that Reiki package with the Mother's Day. I do have a discounted Reiki package too if you buy 5 sessions. So if you do need assistance for literal physical well-being, that is an option for healing. And also the emotional closet cleaning is very, very powerful with the 4 energy and the 5 energy. That's a session I offer because 4 is uprooting and getting to the root of the issue. It can be family of origin work, and 5 energy is having the breakthrough. So when we do the emotional closet cleaning, we do dig into your subconscious and uproot any limiting beliefs that may be in there, creating blockages to your expansion. So this is a very good month for the emotional closet cleaning because of its going deep into the root and helping you clear it and break free from it. And I will link that below as well. So we want physical well-being. If you've done an emotional closet cleaning session with me and you know the technique, you may find that this is a good time with the May energy to do that technique for yourself, some maintenance, clearing out. If you need me to assist you, of course, we can do it together in an emotional closet cleaning session. But once I do introduce my clients to that technique, they do then have the ability to do it on their own, which is what I live for because I love supporting you. But my ultimate goal is to empower you to take control of your life and what you are emitting from a frequency standpoint so that you can align and manifest from the highest timeline available from your true core frequency of joy. Okay, so what we need, here we go. Ooh, I love this. Let go of the specifics. Yes. Ooh, I'm just feeling this one. I think this is such an important message. Always such an important message. So we need to let go of the specifics, especially if a lot of changes have occurred in the last month for us. And we're trying to make a plan. 4 wants to make a plan, and 5 goes, we're going to bring out of the blue things that you can't. Like 5 doesn't really like things to stick. It's very non-committal. It's very much like that roulette ball that never wants to land and you have no idea where it's going to land. 4 is like, no, we're just going to make a plan and we're going to manage every detail. We're going to lock everything in. And 5 goes, we're going to change it at the last minute. Good luck. Good luck. So we need to let go of the specifics because if we get attached to an outcome or a plan, chances are the 5 is going to shake that up. The 4 makes the plan. The 5 says, yeah, no. Shake it up like a snow globe, like a pom-pom. Okay, so we need to let go of the specifics. When you hold too tightly, remember that 4 of Pentacles holding onto the coins, hugging them real tightly. When you hold too tightly to an idea of what needs to happen, along with how and when it needs to happen, you block life's ability to bring you something even better. Rather than attaching yourself to the specifics of what you want, focus on the way you think you'll feel when it arrives. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? And then reach for that feeling in your heart and mind. This more general approach creates an open invitation for the essence of your desires to appear in your life. The essence of your desires, the feeling that you're reaching for. Because the universe can blow your mind. What you can imagine is only the tip of the iceberg of what the universe can deliver. So, better to be loose about it and say, here's how I want to feel, universe. You fill in the blanks. You find the best possible match to that feeling that's going to knock my socks off. And I'm just going to focus on tapping into that feeling right now, because we have access to all the feelings. When we are in fear and depression and powerlessness, we do not have as easy of access to get to joy. That's why when people say think positive, it's really, really hard. Think happy thoughts. You can't. They're too far apart vibrationally. And that's why we work on the emotional closet cleaning, to incrementally shift through the heavier, dense emotions and work our way up towards our true core frequency of joy. It's like climbing a ladder. So we need to let go of the specifics. How do we want to feel? How do we want to feel? Peaceful, expansive, secure, abundant, delighted, inspired, passionate, excited? How do you want to feel? Hi, Julie. Okay, what do we get? Woo! Ooh, ooh, ooh. I need to do this. Not just a pom-pom, but this. Why do we ask? Why? Why do you ask? Because we got wave your wand. Wave your wand, you powerful wizards and witches. What is a witch? What is a wizard? A wise woman, a wise man. That's what witch and wizard mean. Wise. Wave your wand. What does it mean to be wise? It means to know that you are a powerful creator that can shift your reality, and that's why you came here. To create. Wave your wand is what we get. You have the power, yes you do. You have the power to change this situation. All that is required is a clear intention and a pure belief that it is possible. That is my equation for magic. You've got to have clear intention and the pure belief that it's possible together. You can't have one without the other. If you have an intention but not a belief, you're not going to get off the ground. All right, so all that is required is a clear intention and a pure belief that it is possible. Make up your mind to experience this circumstance differently and allow life to show you a whole new perspective of it. Remind yourself that you are in the driver's seat and steer your life in the direction you prefer. You steer your life in the direction you prefer with your intention. And you fuel that intention with your beliefs. So, steering with the intention, fueling that foot on the gas tank with your beliefs. When you have resistance, you don't believe, that's when you're putting your foot on the brake. When you have a limited belief, that's when you're putting your foot on the brake. Wave your wand is what we get. We have the power to change this situation. We have the power to break free. We have the power to change direction. We have the power to expand. That is what the 5 energy wants to do. It wants to change direction, or it wants to expand its current direction. It wants to poof up and puff up and shake the pom-poms all the way home to where your heart longs to be in life. Wave your wand. We have the power to change. Now, How do we change things? By letting go of whatever is holding us back. How do I do that? With the emotional closet cleaning technique. I have to go in and figure out where the resistance is. And with the emotional closet cleaning technique, we have a map. We have a destination and a goal. We have to get from one point to another. We get from resistance to breakthrough. That's what we do. Resistance, stuck, to breakthrough and expansion. And we have a direct path to get there, which is so lovely, so refreshing to know how to get there. So wave your wand is what we get. We have the opportunity to change things. It's up to us to steer our life and put our foot on the gas, take your foot off the brake and put your foot on the gas. That's what these energies can do. The four says, I have a map and I have a plan and I know where I want to go. And 5 says, full throttle thrusting. Mars in Aries says, full throttle thrusting. Venus in Taurus says, I'm going to support you in enjoying this journey, to your destination. It's going to be yummy. It's going to be pleasurable. It's going to feel sexy and sensual. Yum. And it's going to feel abundant because Venus rules money. All right, so we are moving to our blessing to remember and our challenge to embrace. Where are we going? Okay. From the Zen Blossoms Flowering Intuition cards, our blessing to remember. Ooh, illuminate. Illuminate. This is the card of clarity because this gazania looked like a huge sunshine. And if you look, we have the darkness behind us. That was our Mercury retrograde, the past that we had to reflect on, the stuckness, the stillness, the things not going forward. And here we have this bright future ahead of us, the white, the clean slate, the pure new beginning, because we've worked on the past, we've let it go, we reviewed it, we've learned from it, we're done. The sun is shining forward into pure white, clean slate freshness and full bloomage. Taurus is blooming. So illuminate is clarity about where we want to go on our path after all the reflection we've just done, where we want to expand into, and maybe it's just a curiosity more than a really clear direction, just being open-minded to see, plant a couple seeds, see what is all out there, do some exploring. 5 wants to check things out. 5's like, I don't have to commit. I'm just curious. I'm going to just see what this is all about. And if I want to commit, the 4 energy says, let's build the foundation here. Let's plant the root here. Let's plant the seed, the garden here. Let's establish a foundation. So 5's like, let's check things out. Let's just maybe go travel. Let's go on the internet and surf. Let's see what our options are. 5's going to go check it out. And then when it feels like there's a lot of passion and excitement that 5 loves to feel, then 4 says, let's lock it in. Let's put our flag down. Let's, like a campground, let's pop a squat. Is that what they say? I don't know if that's even the right expression. But anyway, let's plant here. We found the perfect land. Now let's build on top of it. We found the perfect person that we want to commit to. We've done the dating. We've done the exploring. Now let's lock it in. That's a possibility. As some of you know, I had to let go of a really, really, really precious relationship at the end of last year. And so I'm just now in this state of mind where I finally feel like I'm opening back up to meeting new people and making new connections, establishing new foundations. So it is an exciting time, but I'm also like, hey, if it happens, whatever. It's like I'm open and curious. I have enough passions in my life to be excited all the time. So 5's like, yeah, we'll see. We're just here for the fun. And then if 4 wants to make it a serious thing, it will lock it in. So that is what we've got. Illuminate. We've got clarity. We have clarity about what we want to go. So we have that direction to move in, to steer our life in the direction we want to go. Follow the passion, follow the excitement, follow the sun. Follow the sun. All right. This is saying that now that we're out of retrograde, we have clear-headedness. We have a clear mind again. And so with the sun shining, we can see our paths a lot more clearly. Aries, Mars and Aries, being a fire sign, Aries is ruled by the sun. The sun is illuminating our path. by giving us the feelings we want to feel. Once we have that clarity about how we want to feel, the path lights up for us because we follow the feeling, not the specific things our ego wants to do. It has to control everything. That the 4 wants to make a plan. We follow the excitement that the 5 gives us. We follow the feeling, the momentum. We want to follow the momentum. So our challenge to embrace from the Love is Everywhere Hearts and Nature cards. Hi, Katie. Yay. Oh, peace. Isn't that just so lovely? That is so lovely. Because if you did feel some unsettling energies from all the astrology in April, then peace is a welcome thing to be inviting in as our challenge to embrace. This is a snapdragon flower, and these 2 petals on the bud look like mittens, like fuzzy mittens holding hands. Can you see that little thumb and hand? It looks like this. Wait, can I do it? I can't do it. Why can't I do it? Because it's backwards. There we go. Nope. I don't know. I can't do it. But it looked like 2 hands that were holding hands or shaking hands, and it's fuzzy and peaceful and innocent and warm and new. So this can be making a new and peaceful connection, a new connection that brings us peace, and that can be a friendship. That can be a working relationship. That can be someone like myself that brings healing and peace to you when we connect, whether it's through a session and you're hearing some very encouraging insights, or through Reiki when you're feeling that peaceful, healing, soothing energy coming through. But our challenge to embrace is to find peace. With a 5 energy, things can be, again, very exciting and very high percolicious energy, and so that 4 wants to ground it down and settle it down and find peace. I use my house vibration chart so much, guys. If you have a house vibration chart and you have not been using it a lot to shift the energy in your house as needed, you're forgetting that you have something super powerful to work with. It's such a great tool. So I needed to shift my energy to a more grounded, focused energy last month because of the lack of clarity from Mercury retrograde. It really, really helped me feel productive and clear and settled and calm. So if you have a house vibration chart and you haven't changed your house energy, you know it takes only a second. Consider if there might be a better option for you. You have the chart that tells you all of your options about what energies are available to switch to and what they mean and how to do it. Easy, easy, easy. Just make the switch. And 5 wants to change things up. And 5 wants to change things up daily, a lot. So that's why, being a 5, I like to change it up. I'm like, what could I use more of today? More focus, more productivity, more groundedness. Okay, we're going to do that. So if the 4 house was actually the house that I probably used the most for me, but that's because I was in personal energies that were just way too all over the place. And again, if you don't know your personal month energy for May, you want to look at your 2024 personal year forecast. I have that on my website to get. It's 12 pages. Every month it tells you the energies you're working with from a numerological standpoint. So when you have these tools to guide you, when you know what month you're in, when you have your house vibration supporting you, your house energy, when you have cards to give you clarity from your higher self, or when you have someone like me to consult, this makes your path so much clearer, illuminate, so much more peaceful. Peace. So use the resources you have. Taurus energy is about using our resources, our practical tools. And that is my thing as a Taurus. I want to give you practical tools that you can use as a resource, or practical insights that you can use as a resource to really build a life of clarity and peace, because Taurus wants to build like the 4 energy does. That is my goal for you, is to have the tools to live a life that is in tune with your higher self, that is in harmony with your soul's path. And I am so blessed and so grateful for the opportunity to be of service in that way to all of you. So thank you. And I love connecting with you one-on-one. So please consider hopping to theblissfulknowing.com, Mother's Day special, 45 minutes, we can have a wonderful, wonderful clarifying conversation from your higher self. So peace is our challenge to embrace. If things feel restless and unsteady from the 5, remember that the 4 energy is there to offer us stability and foundations, solid ground, a place to plant roots and put our feet down. Put your feet in the earth. My earthing mat is one of my best friends. I have a couple possibly on the website still, but my gosh, nature is my best friend, my greatest healer, and it's our greatest teacher, especially when it comes to abundance. So, thank you all for being here. It's so good to see you. My website is theblissfulknowing.com. I will put some links below. I also have a YouTube channel, which is my backup channel. So it's the Blissful Knowing. You just type in that at symbol, the Blissful Knowing on YouTube. Please subscribe there, because we never know in this day of social media and AI and all these things what's going to happen. So, excuse me, I like to have that as a second place to meet up with all of you guys. I have some new ideas too. We'll see if any of those branch out. But I had some ideas for what I might want to do on the YouTube channel exclusively. I'm thinking maybe of getting the Good Vibe Tribe together for a private live stream again, because I have some new decks that are not decks that I created, but they're really, really soul enriching and fun. And I thought, oh, maybe we can do a big private live stream and work with those cards and get some new messages for my people. So that's something to think about, guys. Usually on a Sunday. Let me know if that's exciting for you, Good Vibe Tribe. All right, I will see you hopefully soon. I'm really in this state of mind where I'm flowing, low battery, where I'm flowing and letting life, especially with the 5 energy, letting life tell me when it's time to come on, if it's time to come on. But please do say hi if you are watching the replay. Linda's saying whoa, and I don't know what she's saying whoa to, so now I want to know. But please say hi if you're watching the replay. I love hearing from you, and I do read all of your comments. And if you're not yet on my mailing list for theblissfulknowing.com, please do take a moment to go to that homepage and scroll all the way down. Sign up for my mailing list. You will get a confirmation email that you need to confirm in order to be on the list. Or if you've purchased from me, you will also be on the list automatically. That's how the site goes. So if you don't want to be on the list, you can absolutely get off the list. But I will be talking about my Mother's Day promotions again. The mala beads are also available too. That's another idea for Mother's Day. Oh, you're catching the end, Linda. Well, you'll watch the replay. Anyway, please do sign up for my YouTube and my mailing list, and I will put some links below, but you can always direct message me if you have any questions about any of the services and the offerings that I mentioned in this live stream. And I hope to see you soon. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know. Sending love. Talk soon. And oh, I'll be celebrating my 50th birthday. So anybody who wants to say hi, who never said hi before, that wants to say happy birthday, now's your chance to say hi. So I know you've been watching. That's always nice to know. Thanks, guys. Bye.